What is up there everyone, it's the guy with no gamertag here, and today I wanted to talk about Exo Zombies and just some general issues that I have with the mode, because it seems that Sledgehammer, although they've been put in a pretty bad position by Activision, has actually sort of been backing themselves into a corner quite a lot. Because when Sledgehammer were announced as the third developer, people were quite upset because they were wanting to play Treyarch so they could get the Treyarch Zombies and just general Treyarch multiplayer, because that seems to be one of the favourite studios, although I personally would disagree with that point of view. But from an early standpoint, Sledgehammer were sort of teasing people about zombies. They were saying, yeah, zombies are something we'd like to do, which that meant the community was then really excited because they wanted to play zombies and they were going to get it in Advanced Warfare. But this kind of backed them into a corner because what people wanted was they wanted Treyarch Zombies. So then what Sledgehammer had to do was create something that was like Treyarch Zombies, but they knew that if they copied Treyarch Zombies directly, they would then get slated by the community because they would not want something that is just a copy, and then they would be completely ripped apart for having no originality. And unfortunately, they just sort of backed themselves into a corner. They dug themselves a hole of which they can't get out. And now with Exo Zombies, unfortunately, they've got into the position where it just seems to be trying too hard. Because I personally enjoy Treyarch Zombies as much as I don't disagree with a lot of the mistakes they made in Black Ops 2. I've got to say that I did and still do really enjoy the zombies in the game because it is just a generally fun mode. But with the Exo Zombies, because they had to make it like Treyarch Zombies so people would actually get some enjoyment from it, it feels like it's trying too hard to not be Treyarch Zombies. But it just comes across that they're trying to give it some originality when really it has none compared to Treyarch Zombies. Zombies is in fact not even Treyarch's real idea. Zombies is just sort of a general thing that's been done in games quite a lot, and it's just sort of a general mode. But Treyarch had their own spin on zombies, which was why it was so loved and still is loved by the community. But Sledgehammer had to make it similar but not the same, and unfortunately the way they've gone about adding story, I was originally thinking that'd be quite a good idea because I was a bit annoyed about the ending of Origins, the way that went with the zombie storyline. It was just so stupid and I absolutely hated it when I really looked at it. And I thought the idea of having an actual story behind the Sledgehammer zombies actually made a lot of sense, and the way they went about it, implementing it after the campaign was set, which I thought was quite a good idea. But then at the same time, as I was watching people play through it, it's just like they're trying to find ways where they can make it their own thing, but in a sense it just seems like they're covering up the fact that this really is not its own thing. It's just a very haphazardly done reskin of Treyarch Zombies, and I just really don't like that. It's trying too hard to not be what it is, which is the problem. It's that person who just tries to pretend they aren't who they are, and it just seems to have a personality issue. It just doesn't have the same feel that Treyarch Zombies has, because it's trying to be too plausible. And I understand this is going to be really hypocritical because I do not like a story that isn't plausible, but Zombies doesn't need to be explained. It's a completely fictional thing. I don't care that Treyarch Zombies basically said magic to explain most of their storyline. It had the correct feel about it because Zombies is a completely fictional character anyway. It just kind of fit the theme well, whereas Exo Zombies feels like it's trying too hard to be explained and have meaning. Whereas really the idea about Horde mode is here's some zombies, shoot them in the face, and it just kind of detracts from the fun of it. And that's why I will not be buying the DLC for Advanced Warfare, most likely, because Exo Zombies is not enough to make me want to buy it. And with Treyarch Zombies, it's more of a case of the fact that whatever the next Treyarch game, it's the zombies is the one thing that I could justify buying the game for. However, if it's just like Black Ops 2 where you get one map and the rest are DLCs, I probably won't buy it. The only way I could justify it was if they were to reskin a lot of the maps for free or for a small amount. That is the only way I could probably justify buying the game, or if it just looks good and it is an actual good game. Because that's something I'm now going to judge Call of Duty games on before I buy them, is it actually a good game? What are people saying about it? Because I don't want to get into the same point where I really have my hopes up for Advanced Warfare and then I just get let down. I wasn't amazingly let down because I was still aware that this is Call of Duty, there's going to be bullshit in the game. But I still was a bit let down by the game because I really hoped it would be something that could keep my attention. But anyway guys, I do hope you've enjoyed the video. I just had to put this point across because as much as I feel sorry for Sledgehammer because they have sort of just been put in a position to fail again, they kind of back themselves into a corner, and a lot of the problems they have with the community is sort of self-inflicted. But anyway guys, this has been the guy with no gamertag, and I'll see you on another video.